Right, ladies and gents, this is the way out of the flat. So I don't know if you probably can't see Ian flashing his light round there. That's it. That's Ian. And then this is the inside of the entrance to the flat. Now, to give you an idea, you're actually looking at an old man's shot hole there. That's the end of the shot hole that's been drilled out by, and there is the tunnel into the flats. Now, the problem we've got, if we come back into this thing, is that I think you can just see there, this is a crack. I'm going to try and massive crack. And we're looking up into a huge area of limestone that's literally just slid off the wall. It's effectively a vein. That's solid limestone. There you can see that cheek, and then in there is just brecciated shit. There's no strength to it. There's nothing to it at all, and all the stuff that is actually in the floor here is brecciated shit as well. I can't describe it any other way than just absolute shite. We'll come back to this. I think what I'm going to do is carry on. I'm going to do a quick run through this is the first break into the flats, and you can see there's all the way through here. You can see the cavities along the walls, not very big. I'll try and I'll get my torch organised. Timber in the floor here. Up in the roof. You can see that big cube there. Step over all these things. The old boys have been poking and prodding in all these cavities. I don't quite know what they were doing. That's what looks like a sleeper in the floor, and I don't know if you can see. I'm looking at the outlines of clogs. You can see the boot print there, look. The old miner's boot print. There we go. If you look at all these old clog marks in the floor. Let's try and get back to showing you what we've got here. You can see the old man's been scraping in the clay. He's had his fingers in the clay everywhere. And there's little crystals all over the place, but coming up to a bit of a junction here, and there's on this junction there's you can see the fluorite. If you look in the roof here, it's just all crystals, big crystals everywhere, cubey crystals. You see all these big cavities full of fluorite crystals everywhere. So this whole roof here full of them. and there's quite a big hole through over the top there, and what looks like crystals everywhere, but I don't know how good they are. I really can't tell you. Okay, so there's a little area here that they've worked off to one side, like a little flat, mini flat. Clay all over the place, spar in the roof, as you can see, crystals. Unfortunately, the old boys appear to have picked at the roof. They've been picking at it, and they've destroyed a lot of the crystals, which is a pity. We carry on a bit further in. And I think if you look here, you can see, if I try and highlight them, you can see the clog prints in the floor, the boot prints everywhere. Hole off down there, bit of a flat there, not sure what's in that hole yet. Climb over and a wee bit further in, and then we come to a stack of deads and a tunnel going off in both directions. Not very far. Little timber in the stope there, and bits and pieces of workings. You can see the soot marks on the walls, crystals in the roof, more crystals in the roof. They, we think, are quite good ones. Gonna have a go at getting those out. And then you very carefully walk along here. This is very muddy here, and you can really see the footprints, the old boy's footprints. See that one heel print there, more there. There we'll go. A bit off to that side. Carry on down here, and you can see barrow boards in the floor, and then we come along round the corner here, and this is where there's a timber which still actually, surprisingly enough, is not too bad. And there's the old barrow on the floor. Not a lot left of it, but you see the end of it there. Can't see the wheels. No sign of any wheels. I wonder actually if it's an explosive box. It might not be a barrow. Work up there. I don't quite know what they've done. But you can see miners' pick marks everywhere. Big pick marks. Get the ladder on there, get the thing on sideways, you can see them. Pick marks everywhere. There's timber in the floor. Not much in here, there's bits of galena. You can see the galena shining in the rock there. And then we come to what appears to be the end of it. There we go. Can't really see much. There don't appear to be any good fluorite specimens down here. I don't know. There's a lot of work to do to investigate. You gotta watch, keep feet on either side of the track so we don't disturb the old boy's footprints. Unfortunately, I can't see any useful little wedge or something. I don't quite know what that is. It'll fall to pieces when I pick it up. Oh, very nice. Don't know what that is. Anyone got any suggestions? Just a little piece of wood, sharpened. Obviously got a handle to it. I don't quite know what that's for. Leave that there. Bearer boards. A little bit of a collapse. Backing up to the junction. We're going to have a bit of a look at some of those fluorites in a bit. Get a bar behind some of those and just see what happens. Those are the clear ones. Not a very big cavity, unfortunately, but you just don't know what's going to drop out of here. Clayfield, one hell of a potential slab. Get back out, take the video back out there. It's not bad in here actually. Let's try and show you. What is hopefully the way out. Back to a very horrible manky hole. And what we'll do is we'll switch off now, and I'm going to hand this torch over to Ian so he can do a little bit of describing and so on. But as you can see, this is not very nice. And the just out of interest, the two world-class yellow fluorites came out of that hole there. That's where they're from, that cavity. So I might have a quick prod in there and have a look, see if there's any more. Okay, I'm going to hand over to Ian. I'm going to call him down the slope here and get him to grab the torch and the camera, and he can sort of film, and I'm going to have a quick 10-minute collect, see what goodies I can come back with. So, out for now. This is this horrible hole. I don't know if Ian can... Yep, there he goes.
Is it still running?
It's still running.
Are we insane or what?
Are we insane? There's the torch.
Got to be.
You might even manage to get a photograph of the even more insane idiot who's off in the bloody hole.
And that would be him there with his light shining
torch on.
Straight into the camera. There he is.
I'm going to go and do some collecting in the Greenlaws flats. If I come back out again in one piece, great. But it's been nice knowing you all. Actually, the flats are safe. It's just this horrible thing here that's a bit dangerous. So.
Well, Charles is coming down. He may join you. So.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Well, that's brilliant. It's nicely photographed. We've got some good videos there of the clog prints and everything.
Brilliant.
The old barrow might actually be a dynamite box. I'm not quite sure. I thought it was a barrow, but I'm not sure. So there you go, folks. I'm back in.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is dedication to a cause. Right, scramble out myself. Oh, my head. Scramble out myself, and we'll have a look at the state of play in the shaft as it is now. The very well photographed kibble run there, heading away up, vertical at the top and away over the top of into the little limestone. And again, our ladder weight. That really is the stairway to heaven when you've been down here for a shift. Dragging yourself out of Hades. The right hand wall, that's been well photographed as well. That keeps moving and rumbling and slipping and sliding. And this is the... Oh dear mate, I'm going to get the light right on it. It's a bit better. That's the state of the back wall at the moment. You see the hole down in the corner where Pete's disappeared away into. Lunatic. Nice big cracks and fissures and everything. It's not good at all. Not good at all. And all the water as well. Bit held up here and there. The buzzer. And then over here, this is what the specimens look like. Oh, Christ. When they come out, nothing more than blobs of mud and crap. Underneath are beautiful though. Excellent. Right, that's all for the moment, folks. We will return